So guys, to make this blouse you just need about 1 yard of crepe fabric and 2 yards of your African print. So that's what you will need to be able to make this blouse. Now for the upper part, we're going to start by drafting out the black part of this. So you're going to fold a piece of paper into four, like you're about to cut out a 360 degrees flare. Okay, just the same way you do when you want to cut out a 360 degrees flare. So once you folded it into four, the folded edge of your paper that doesn't have any cut is where you are going to take as the neckline, and then the upper part will serve as the shoulder. So on the shoulder here, I came in by 3 inches for my neck width, and then for the neck depth I came down by 7.5 inches. This is because it's a V neckline. So I'll connect from the top now to meet this one I have underneath here to get my V neckline. Now for the width of the black border around the neckline, I'm just going to be using 3.5 inches. So from the end of the V here, I'll come down by 3.5 inches, and from the shoulder here I'll come out by 3.5 inches. So I'll just connect the 2 points as well to give me another V. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut along the black lines. So guys, once you're done cutting it out, it's going to look like this. Okay, so you see it has like a V neckline and it looks like a cape kind of. So now I'm going to use this on my actual fabric, the fabric I want to use for the neckline. I'm going to be folding the fabric just like I folded the paper when I was about to cut this out. So I will do that, and then of course I'll add stitching allowance around the paper. So I'm done cutting it out, and you can see I had stitching allowances all the way around the paper, as you can see, and I cut out 4 pieces for this particular part. So we'll be using 2 for the front and 2 for the back. That means that we're also using the actual fabric as lining. Okay, so 2 for the front and 2 for the back, as you can see. So these 2 here, I'm going to go ahead and stitch them down here, from here to here, around like this. Turn it over to the right side and iron it out, and I'll do the same thing for this other one here as well. So guys, for the other part of the blouse, which is the fuller cape, you're going to go ahead and fold the rest of your fabric. That's the African prints that you're using. You're going to fold it into 4. So first, how you do it is just the same way you fold your fabric when you are going about a 360 degrees flare. So you fold it into 2 first, like I'm doing here. So fold it into 2, and then you're going to fold it again into 2. So this time around it's now a fold in 4 places. So I'm going to go ahead and arrange everything now and iron it out so that it's standing very perfectly. So guys, once you're done ironing it out, you're going to determine the length of your full dress. Okay, so for me, I'm just going to be using all the fabric that I have here on this fold. So it's 19 inches. So from the center point here, I'm marking 19 inches. I'm using this 19 inches to draw a circle all the way around. So if you have an idea of how to go about a 360 degrees flare, that's basically what I'm doing here. So I'm just using 19 inches from the same point to draw a circle around, and I went ahead to cut it out. So if you open this up fully, it's a full circle. So now the part where there was no cut at all, remember that's our neckline, and the upper part is the shoulder. So I'm going to place this pattern paper on it again, like this, like you see me doing like this, just like I'm doing here. So I'm going to go ahead and mark at the end of the pattern paper. This is where the black is going to stop on the actual fabric. Okay, so once you're done marking this out, you can now remove the pattern paper, and don't cut exactly on the line you have. Cut about half an inch away from it. So now you have your V neckline on the actual fabric, but is wider than what you have on the pattern paper. And on the side from the shoulder, I just went ahead to go in about half inch and just trimmed it away. So this is what I have. This is what the neckline will look like. So by the time I'm done stitching the black part of this pattern, we are going to be stitching it into this wide neckline. So now I've gone ahead to stitch down this V piece here, like I said I was going to do. You can see I've done the same thing on this part here. I've done the both of them like that. I've stitched around the neckline. Now we're going to be attaching this to the wide neckline on the actual fabric. So you're going to go ahead and open up the shoulder area. Make sure not to make any mistake. You can put back your pattern paper just to be sure of which area is the shoulder. So this area is our shoulder here. I'm going to open it up and just cut from here. I'm going to go ahead and cut it out here and do the same thing for the other side as well. So now we are going to be placing this on the neckline. So I'll just pick one of them and I'm going to make a notch in the center. So make a notch in the center here, just a very tiny notch. So once you've made a notch in the center of your actual fabric, you're going to go ahead and place the V from the center here and start pinning it down. Why you're making this notch is because this is a sharp V and you don't want it to be looking weird when you stitch it on the sewing machine. So I'm just going to go ahead and pin this all the way to the other end, and from the center again on the other side I'm going to also pin to the other end. So on this other side, make sure that you are pinning it from this center again. Make sure that it's not folding up. So just go ahead and pin all the way to the top as you see me do like this. So guys, I'm done pinning it down now, and this is what it looks like. So we've not even stitched it down and it looks really nice like this. So I'm going to head over to the sewing machine and stitch from the center to the top on both sides. I'm done stitching it down now. As you can see, I've done it for the both pieces. This is the back and this is what the front is looking like. So this is what the other part looks like as well. So you can see how nice they look. So you're going to place the both of them together, right sides facing each other, like I'm doing like this. Make sure to arrange them properly, and once you're done arranging everything and it's well arranged, you're going to go ahead and cut off the excess on the shoulder here and also do the same thing on the other side. Now we're going to head over to the sewing machine and we're going to make a stitch to join the shoulders here. So go ahead and join your shoulders with just about 1/2 inch, and the last part will be to finish up the ends. So guys, this is it after I was done stitching down the shoulders. Mine looked a little bit shorter than the one I was trying to create. So that means when you're cutting out your own, you have to make it a little bit longer, okay? And when you're wearing this, you cannot wear it alone because it's just a cape. You need to wear a singlet under when you're putting it on, okay? So this is the final look of our blouse, and this is what it looked on me after I was done making it. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section, and I will see you guys in my next one.